What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, we already starting with the shenanigans. The shenanigans. Alright. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? What is up? I'm excited. Really excited. I'm really excited to do some work. I'm really excited. I hope y'all are excited. I hope you guys are excited, right? Because, baby, we finna be talking. We finna be talking. We finna be talking. I got me some pyrite. Hey! That's crazy because, look, guess what I got in my pocket right now? Guess what I got in my pocket right now? Pyrite. Alright, so first of all, let me get my frequency music right, because we gonna get right into it. We're gonna get right into it, right? Today is Friday. So we about to get lit, right? Okay, here we go. Go ahead, share this with your friends, because we about to share some positive, messages, right? Love and light from Toronto. What's up, Toronto? I'm gonna come over there one day, man. Well, I'm just getting some frequencies up. That's all I'm trying to do. So we can have something vibe in the background. Yo, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, man. No, you didn't come in late. We ain't even start yet. All right. Come on. It's turning on 11:11. Okay, here we go. All right. First of all, I want to say I'm so grateful for y'all being here. Let me see. I want to say that I'm so grateful for y'all being here, right? Now, first of all, I want to say, we always talk about, some of the same things when it comes to, success and manifesting and having, our dreams come to reality, right? And I love talking about the third eye, because the third eye is so important, right? So one thing that I definitely want to talk about is reality. I feel everybody has a perspective on what reality is. And I feel that can also be forcing people to not understand that they're able to create their reality, because when you realize that reality isn't even real, right? And I posted a video about this with Morpheus. And what I was talking about was Morpheus was basically saying, what is real, right? What is real? Because if real is just touch, taste, smell, hearing things, then that is just electromagnetic, not electromagnetic, but like a current that basically hits the brain, right? It's something that your brain interprets and perceives, right? Because all these senses are just connected to our brain and how we perceive the world, right? So it's literally just our senses. I can go in the dream world and I can smell things, I can hear things, I can touch things, I can see things, but y'all would not consider my dreams real, even though they probably are, right? So the thing that I want to talk about is understanding that in this reality, it's not so real. It's really not so real. And when you think about it, like, I feel like if you have ever done psychedelics, right, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know that the world, like the world just feels fake. The world just feels fake, and it feels like it's a game. And I just think it's funny because almost every new game now is all about virtual reality, right? Virtual reality. And who's to say that we're not already in virtual reality? Who's to say that? Who's to say that? Because if you guys ever watch Black Mirror, y'all know that Black Mirror be talking some stuff. You know, in life is trippy. Life is trippy, y'all. Life is trippy. Love you too, Supernova. Life is trippy. So one thing that I want to say is that when you when you playing a game, right? Because I want to talk about this, right? Detachment. Because when you're playing a game, you're not so focused on, oh, am I going to really be rich? Am I really going to be that? Am I really going to be... And you end up getting it, right? Because you're not so attached to it. You got to think about life as a game. Like, how you going to level up your player? How you going to level up this? How you going to level up that? How you going to... Life is a game. Life is a game. A lot of y'all want y'all dreams and manifestation, and make sure y'all go ahead and send this to your friends, because when I tell you, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off. Listen. Sorry, it's my chair. Listen, bro. You ain't gonna get nothing that you want unless you are detached from it, right? The reason why we get disappointed by things, the reason why we get upset by people is because we have expectations and we get attached to things. That's the problem. Why are you getting attached to things when no matter what, when you die, you don't have none of those things? You can't take none of the things in this world with you. So why are you so attached to it? When you just like, and the thing about it is, we be manifesting money when reality, we don't even really want the money. We want what the money gives us, right? The first crystal you should get is amethyst. I have amethyst in the link in my bio. This is Chevron amethyst I have on my website, right? So my thing is that a lot of times too, people are not able to manifest all of their desires because they are so stuck on it. Like when you start to focus on the end goal so much, you're not allowing yourself to be present. Remember, being present in the moment is a very key aspect in life, right? Hold on. Y'all want to make sure y'all can see that. I want to make sure y'all can see that. Hold on. Right, hold on, y'all, because I'm going to make sure y'all can see that, right? Being present, right? Because when you're able to detach from things, you're able to be present. Right? So learn to detach from your goals. Learn to not look at the end goal, right? And when you allow yourself to be in the moment, you're going to realize, oh my God, this whole time, like think about this, right? Take this step, because I'm about to prove my point, right? Take this step right here. Look at yourself a year ago. A year ago, you were manifesting exactly what you have now. You have exactly what you were manifesting a year ago, right? Crystals for anxiety, Chevron amethyst, or regular amethyst, link in my bio, right? So when you detach from it, so somebody say, how do I detach? Sticks, how do I detach? Detachment is not so much of being like, oh, whatever, if it come, it come. I mean, like, yeah, that is a form of detachment, but real detachment when it comes to manifestation is allowing yourself to not be so attached to how and when you think it should happen. Because when you try to figure out how and when you think it should happen, you're going to mess it up. You're going to be trying to figure it out so much that you're going to end up crippling yourself, because you got to understand the world works in mysterious ways. The universe works in mysterious ways, and the universe is going to get you all of these things in a way that you never thought, in the way you never even had in your mind. So if you keep trying to figure out how you think it should happen, you got to remember, you still co-creating. You still co-creating with the universe. So it's not just like, it's like, oh, you trying to, it's like, imagine having a wife or a husband and you trying to furnish the whole house by yourself. Your wife or your husband gonna be like, hello, you gonna let me do something? You gonna let me pick some colors or something? Think about that. You know what I'm saying? So allow the universe to co-create with you, right? But you got to detach on how you think it should happen. You got to detach on, oh, bro, like, I want it to happen this year. Bro, you want to be a millionaire by next year, but you haven't even learned all the millionaire things in your mind. You haven't learned about people. You haven't learned about thieves. You haven't learned about liars. You haven't learned about gaslighters. You haven't learned about manipulators yet. But you ready to be rich? No, you're not. No, you're not, because when you get that money, you're going to destroy yourself. That's why you got to allow the universe to co-create with you so they can do things in the right timing. Because a lot of times We want things on our timing, but our timing is not always correct, because a lot of times we are manifesting things from our ego. Oh, we want to be rich now. Why? Because we feel like we need this money to make ourselves feel better. We feel like we're not as happy without money. Like, and that's the problem. If you're not happy without your manifestation, you ain't never going to be happy. You got to be able to be happy without your manifestation. And that's also a level of detachment. When you're able to be happy without your manifestation, then your manifestation come chasing you. Your manifestation come chasing you, bro. You can think about your manifestation. You can visualize your manifestation. But when you are always in your manifestation, always in your future, you are only doing so much more worse to yourself, right? Because all you're thinking about is the future, the future, the future. I'm going to tell you the truth now. I was manifesting a certain car that I want. And the more and more that I watched videos of this car, the more and more it made me sad, because I wasn't getting in the moment. Because I wasn't getting in the moment, I'm over here looking at this like, damn, bro, I don't got this car. I don't got this car. Thank you for the donation, right? If you keep literally focused on the fact that I want this car, I'm going to have this car, I'm going to have this car, you're only manifesting more that you're not having it. So detach, right? Detach and literally be like, be in the present moment, because when you be in the present moment and you focus on how successful you are now, thank you guys for the donation. When you focus on how successful you are now in the present, then that only creates more boost, because now you have that confidence, right? You need to walk like y'all be ready. Y'all be the reason why y'all not present is because y'all be so focused on, and let me put it down here. Y'all be so focused on what you're gonna have in the future, what you're gonna be in the future, when you can be that right now. You can carry yourself like the millionaire you are right now. You can sit here and take yourself to the gym the same way the millionaire self you will do. You can read the same way. You can walk the same way, because guess what? You got to realize that you got to program this universe. You got to program this universe. And make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube, because I put all this content on YouTube, right? You got to program this universe. And the universe don't know what you is, who you are, until you literally choose who you want to be and what you want to do. Period. This world is like clay. This world is like clay. This world is clay. It's a clay world, right? So that means you have to mold. You have to, just like when you get golds or you get braces or whatever, you gotta mold it to your teeth, mold it to your liking, mold it. You gotta mold your reality to what you want it to be. Because guess what? When you go on GTA, no matter what character you get, you gonna mold that character to have your style. No matter what Sims game you get, whatever world you in, you gonna mold that character to have your style. You gonna mold that character to what you think that character should be. Thank y'all so much for the donation. Thank you so much, Eliza, or Eliza Marie. Thank you so much, right? So my thing is that y'all need to start going above and beyond. See, that's the problem. Y'all just be like, oh, I'm just going to write my manifestation and that's it. Okay, that's cool, but bro, this is your reality. Are you going to go above and beyond and be that person today? Are you going to be that person today? Right? Because you don't attract what you... Here's the secret. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. You attract what you deserve. So how are you going to attract what you truly been wanting if you're not even acting like you deserve it? You need to walk around like you big boss before you even big boss. And I learned this from Russ. You need to carry yourself like you big boss before you already big boss. People always want to say, oh, that's faking it till you make it. No, fake it till you make it was stolen from Law of Attraction. And then they gave it a negative connotation to literally be the way that you want to be. I'm telling you, bro. Mold your reality. Mold your reality. Somebody may be like, okay, Sticks, how do I mold my reality? Let me tell you something, right? Because I'm about to give you the key. What's up, y'all? I'm about to give you the key. When I was, before I was here, a year ago, 2 years ago, I would write journal entries in my book. I always write. And I recommend y'all always write too. Always write how y'all want y'all universe to be. Always write how you think your world should be, right? But one thing that I always did was I was consistent on saying, writing down, how am I perceived, right? And this is what I'd be like. I'm a Libra sun, Aries moon, and Aquarius rising. So I would be like, I am respected. People see me as this. I am this. When I walk in the room, people feel my energy. I write down, your life is like a movie, but y'all want somebody else to write it. Y'all want somebody else to tell you what you should have. You want somebody else to flatter you and stroke your ego and be like, yeah, you're a star, you're a star. Baby, ain't nobody gonna say that until you say that. Ain't nobody gonna believe that until you believe that. How many times have you went to somebody's house and you didn't know if you could take your shoes off or keep them on, but you waited until the person that you came with did it, so you understood, okay, this is what I do. Oh, my friend took off their shoes. Oh, that means that I need to take off my shoes, right? So think about, that's the way people feel like when it comes to treating you. Oh, that person tells them that they're stupid, then that means I can tell them that they're stupid. You set the bar, you set the standard for what happens in reality. How do people treat you? You know what I'm saying? So it's all about molding that reality, right? Molding that reality. I want y'all to go, this is my challenge to y'all. I want y'all to go farther than what you usually do with your manifestations. I want y'all to get posters. I want y'all to get sticky notes, and I want y'all to stamp them around your room. I want you to consistently remind yourself of who you are now. Not, oh my gosh, I'm going to be this person. No. Who are you now? Who are you now? You need to be that person that you would look up to. You need to be that person that you want your end goal to be, right? You need to be that person now, because a lot of y'all thinking, oh, when I become that person. No, it's not about when I become that person, that's how I'm successful. No, the only way to be successful and to eventually become that person is to become that person now. Now. And a lot of y'all are always talking about some, y'all be so afraid of y'all own manifestations, really, because when you talk about your manifestation, you be like, yeah, I think, I hope, I guess, I wish. Like, bro, have some confidence. Have some backbone. Thank you for the donation. Have some backbone, bro. Be like, I am a god. I am a millionaire. I am this. I am that. I am. Speak about it as if it's now. Thank you. Thank you for the donation, right? Speak about it as if it's now. Like, me and my friends now, don't talk about some, oh, Sticks, you hit 250. No. You need to talk to me as if I'm already at 1 million. So me and my friends, I'll be like, hey girl, I can't believe I already saw that you sold out your book in Target, right? Because I'm talking to her as her manifestation now. So you got to do this with people who you know are positive, who you know will do this with you, right? So, for example, if I'm doing this with you, I'm going to be like, damn, bro, you already a millionaire, man. Congrats. I saw your billboard everywhere. Right? And you role play with it. You keep going because your mind doesn't know what reality is. Your mind doesn't understand. So when you program your mind to say, oh, I am a millionaire, you need to know that I am a millionaire. Your mind is going to be like, okay, so this lifestyle, this lifetime, we're a millionaire. Okay, cool. Now let's put the set together. Let's throw the $1 million in there. We gotta make this make sense, because in the mind we're a millionaire, but in the world it doesn't show that. So we gotta make this make sense, and the universe will start to, you know what I'm saying, do that, right? The universe will start to do that. Listen, bro, when I tell y'all I understand this manifestation stuff, you feel me? And I'm here to help anybody who needs help with manifestation, right? And another thing is too, right? A lot of you guys may be like, okay, Sticks, so what are some good ways for me to manifest? Okay, I'm about to put you on, right? So a good way to manifest is simply, first of all, you need to have a journal. You need to have a journal. I don't care if you ain't never write nothing in your life. You gonna write today. You gonna write today, right? And the reason why is because it is scientifically proven that when you write down your goals, your manifestation, they have a 40% higher chance of being successful. The reason why is because The moment that you put your writing on paper, you just brought a thought into the physical reality, something that is tangible, something that we can see, right? And you're affirming it into the physical reality, right? Because you got to remember, all of this life stuff is mental. All of this is all mind. That's why sometimes they be like, oh, chess is a mental sport. Basketball is mostly mental. It's 90% mental, 10% actual physical. All this stuff, right? The reason why is because this is a mental world. The only way you can be successful is through mentally, right? That's why every single job, every single thing, every single thing that's worth having, they're like, oh, this is you got to make sure your mind is on point. You got to make sure your mind is on point. You got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because your mind is what builds your reality. Your mind is what molds your reality. Your mind can make you see something that's not actually there. Your mind can make you not see something that's actually there. Your mind is your perspective, right? Yup, Sticks is board talk. I appreciate that, right? Your mind is what helps you do that, right? So in order to mold your reality, you need to get in control of your mind, right? You got to program that mind. Your mind is like a computer. When you first get your computer, you program it. You put your name in it. You put this, you put that, you put that. So why the heck aren't you doing the same thing with your mind? Your computer was literally designed from your mind. The only way they understood what a computer could do was by studying the mind and then creating a device that could do the same thing as the mind. Why do you think that they're trying to create AI? Well, you need to understand that you are very powerful, so powerful that they're trying to create artificial versions of you. They are trying to create artificial versions of you, right? Use your mind. How do I program my mind, Sticks? Okay. You got to put yourself in a boot camp, bruh. And if you want, I'm programming minds out here on my Patreon. On my Patreon, I'm teaching people how to break down thoughts, how to break down spiritual ways of thinking, how to program their mind to work for them, right? So if you want to go deeper into that, you can go to the Patreon link in my bio, right? But here's the thing. So you got to use your mind or else they're going to take it. I got a song like that. And you gotta use your mind or else they gonna take it. Take away your life. Listen, bro, your mind is the key to all of this. Your mind is what gets you all of this. Your mind is literally the door, the key, the entrance, the everything. The all is mind. And this is based off of a book called The Kybalion, right? I'm about to show you. The Kybalion literally shows you that one of the Hermetic laws is the all is mind. So if the all is mind, then that means that, oh, this whole place is mental. As long as I feel so empowered because that's my intention. That's what I'm here to do, empower you. And it's crazy because I have a song that literally says that. I'm here to empower you. Yes, bro, that's what I'm here to do, bro. You got to realize that the all is mind. Everything is mental. The way to get what you want is through accessing the mind, right? Because guess what? The universe is one big mind. It's one big mind, right? Is one big mind, right? So what I'm gonna need y'all to do is I'm gonna need y'all to start programming yourselves, right? So meaning, look, this is one way you can program yourself. This is one way you can program yourself. This is one way you can program yourself. You can program yourselves through reading. Stop watching so much TV that is not actually helping you. If you're gonna watch movies, if you're gonna watch TV, you need to be watching things that actually have a spiritual meaning to them. TV shows like Full Metal Alchemist, anime, movies like The Matrix, right? Movies like all these kind of movies you guys need to be watching, and also like reading these books, because these books are what's gonna help you to learn a thinking pattern. Because the thing is, you gotta basically train your mind a thinking pattern. You gotta train your mind basically a way of thinking, right? It's like any other sport. When you're playing sport, when you're doing track, you gotta learn how to run the correct way, right? So when it comes to manifesting and doing all this stuff, bro, you gotta learn how to think the correct way, right? And The Power of Now is one of the best books to start with. The reason why I tell people to start with The Power of Now is because The Power of Now will literally teach you about when you're doing compulsive thinking. So the mind does compulsive thinking, and people don't understand that. Oh my gosh, why am I thinking so much? Why am I overthinking? Because you have not controlled your mind. You're a lie. I'm stuck in a century right now. My symptoms. Yeah, man. Hold on. So when your mind is doing compulsive thinking, it's because you haven't controlled your mind. How many times have you got a computer, you was in too many websites, and now you got pop-up ads, you got viruses popping up. You want to know why? Because you didn't take the time to clear your mind. You didn't take the time to take control of your mind. You didn't take the time to gain control over what you're really doing, right? So that's what I'm saying. The power of now will teach you how to be in the present moment, because the power of the now is truly important. You can cause yourself so much happiness and peace when you literally just focus on the now. So many of y'all be so focused on, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. If you are not having to do that right now, then stop focusing on it. If you don't have to sit here and face that problem right now, then stop focusing on it, because all you're doing is stressing yourself out about a situation that is not even here, or you're either stressing yourself out about a situation that has already passed. So stop stressing yourself out. You're giving yourself anxiety. You're stopping yourself from growing to the level that you need to, because you're so focused on things that are not now. But the moment that you're able to focus in the now, that's when you start to clear the chatter. That's when you start to not have so many thoughts. And because you don't have so many thoughts, right? You get more into the present moment. And by you being in the present moment, now you're able to hear what the universe has to say to you. A lot of times we be so in our thoughts. Our thoughts are not even us. Our thoughts are not even ours, right? So we're so stuck in these thoughts, and we're not able to hear the universe when it talks to us. It's like, imagine me and you are in the car, and you're so focused on the radio. You're like, and I'm trying to spit game to you. But because you're so focused on the radio, you don't hear me. You're distracted. That's what the universe is saying. That's why the universe tells you to meditate, so you can get rid of all the radio, all the programming, because you have to understand that this society is trying to program your mind, because you're not programming your mind. If you don't program your mind, they're going to program it for you, meaning that they're going to put TV shows in front of you. They're going to put schooling in front of you. They're going to make you think a certain way. You have to break from that way of thinking and create your own way of thinking. That's why they put you in school. That's why in school you only have colors. Yes, this will be on my YouTube. That's why in school you only have so many different colors in kindergarten, but right after kindergarten everything is so dull, because they're training you and powering your mind to do a office job. They're powering your mind to follow what they say. Never in my right mind have I ever known for people who are the boss at a job to have so much ego to the point where they feel like they actually control you. But that's because in school they made you feel like, oh, you can't leave unless I tell you to leave. You can't go to the bathroom unless I tell you to go. That's a problem. So now what they're doing is they're showing you dominance on top of you. So when people show dominance on top of you, you fold, you submit. But you're not supposed to be submitting to other people's dominance. Heck no. You are a random teacher lady trying to tell me I can't use the bathroom. You got me messed up, Miss whoever you are. Okay? So continue teaching your algebra, but I'm going to go take me a dump. All right? Unless you want this dump in your chair, I suggest you leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Let these teachers know. Because the thing is, they're only trying to enforce a system. They have you sitting here, going when the bells, going, eating at one time with everybody else. That sounds like prison. And then you be at work and you be thinking that you got to deal with stuff that you don't got to deal with. The universe will praise you for viewing yourself high, right? So if you view yourself like, I don't deserve this, I'm not going to stick at this job, I'm not going to stay like this, the universe will bless you and give you something that you truly feel you deserve. You will only get what you are, what you deserve. So, but you got to know that you deserve that first. The only reason why people stay in abusive relationships or stay in toxic relationships is because they think that that's what they deserve. They think that that's okay. They don't see that they deserve better than that. So they stay, right? And it is only until they get fed up that they choose to leave. It is only until the universe makes it so red, bright, and apparent that, yo, this is not for you. They will keep hurting you if you're not listening, right? But even then, y'all, you already know, I gotta tell you, I gotta put y'all on, bro. So first of all, I want to let y'all know that, first of all, I've been working with this crystal. I'm about to show y'all two crystals I've been working with, right? Because I want y'all to start working with crystals, really. I wear crystals all the time because I feel these crystals have honestly been protecting me, have been like, bro, when I tell you people sleep on crystals, bro, listen. This is Chevron amethyst, right? So chevron amethyst is what I have been working with. For all my people trying to open their third eye, I feel this is the crystal to work with. Now, the reason why I say that is because chevron amethyst is amethyst and clear quartz together. Amethyst and clear quartz are the same crystals that both crystals attack the third eye and the crown chakra, right? So this is the chevron amethyst, right? These both have quartz in it, and these both have amethyst in it, right? Now, the reason why is this crystal is actually 600 times more powerful than a regular amethyst. Now, a lot of people be like, Sticks, what's a great crystal for me to start with? Well, with my friend, I talked to him. I was like, hey, if you're having anxiety, if you want, a calm, a more peace, a more insight, more awareness to life, then meditate with the chevron amethyst on your third eye. Chevron amethyst was the first crystal I ever used, and I actually had visuals with in my meditation. I swear, right? Now, pyrite, I use pyrite, and I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm telling y'all what I'm doing on a daily, right? I use pyrite to manifest. I do not write nothing down in my journal without having my pyrite in my hand, right? Because pyrite is basically a fool's gold, right? So when I have pyrite, the manifestations that I'll say or the affirmations that I'll say is everything I touch turns to gold, right? Because it's gold, right? Setting that intention, everything I touch turns to gold, right? And all these crystals are in my crystal shop, link in the bio, right? So chevron amethyst, beautiful crystal, right? Beautiful crystal. Listen, bro, all I know is anybody wants some tools to help them open their third eye, I honestly recommend this chevron amethyst, because I use the chevron amethyst myself. I don't promote nothing that I don't use myself, right? So here we go. We got zebra tower. People who are dealing with the shadows, people who are trying to understand the duality of life, people who are trying to create balance in their life. The zebra jasper is the best thing for you. The zebra jasper is the best thing for you, right? Right? And it's beautiful, right? Crystals, of course, won't save you. No. I'm not here to save you. Crystals are here to save you. Crystals are here to amplify your energy. Crystals are here to help you. You know what I'm saying? So nothing will save you except you, but things can help you, right? If I go into the woods, I'm pretty sure a sword will help me, right? It could save me if I use it right. You know what I'm saying? But then we got selenite. So many people ask me, Sticks, how can I clean my crystal? How can I clean my crystal? Well, selenite cleans the space, the crystals around you, cleans your energy, right? So every time that I want to have my I put selenite where I know all my crystals will sit at, and I'll sit my selenite at the base of it. So all my crystals are in front of it, and my selenite is right here, right? So this selenite cleanses other crystals, right? We also got lapis, and I'm gonna let y'all know now, y'all like these crystals sell out on my website very fast. The less crystal that I showed yesterday, it already sold out. I had Caribbean calcite. I posted it. It sold out, right? So I'm only bringing y'all, and the only reason why I'm telling y'all is because a lot of people be like, oh my god, I don't know where I can get real crystals from. I don't know if my crystals are real. Do crystals have to be charged to work? Yes. That's why you get selenite, or you get sage, or you get Palo Santo, right? They don't do the same thing. They don't do the same thing. Every crystal has a different thing, right? Like, let me tell you what chevron amethyst does, right? Chevron amethyst benefits. I'm about to show y'all, because I think people really sleep on how powerful this crystal is, right? Okay, so I'm about to show y'all right now, because this is like, these are my two crystals I carry with me everywhere religiously. And you can check my videos on TikTok. You can go check and you'll see I talk about these two crystals a lot. I talk about them a lot, right? So I'm about to read y'all this, right? So chevron amethyst promotes spiritual ascension, raises your spiritual energetic vibration, assists you in gaining clarity of thought and insight to any situation, aids you in the decision-making process, heals past life trauma by moving your spirit above and beyond it, promotes personal and spiritual growth, reveals hidden layers of a situation so that you're able to understand everything that is involved, helps you find balance during life's ups and downs, assists in communication with your spirit guides, enhances meditation, promotes calm energy, and relieves anxiety or worry, right? So it's associated with the third eye chakra and the seventh crown chakra, right? The zodiac signs for this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces. The element is air, water, right? So, and the companion is crazy. That's crazy. Yo, I swear I'm not making this up. I swear I'm not making this up. Look. Chevron amethyst, right? Companion stone, pyrite. Companion stone, pyrite. You see? I know I wasn't tripping. Right? And that's chevron amethyst. I knew I wasn't tripping, bro. You see? Synchronicity. 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 Y'all cannot tell. Synchronicity. 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 Synchronicity, right? So let's look at selenite, right? And all these crystals are in my website, right? And I'm letting you know now I don't have a lot. See, y'all already selling me out. Y'all already selling me out. I don't have a lot. This crystal that I'm talking about right now is chevron amethyst. Link in my bio. Chevron amethyst, right? So let's talk about selenite, right? So selenite is one of the OG crystals. We got quartz, amethyst, black tourmaline. Those are like the OG crystals, right? So selenite, it promotes peace and calm, provides clarity, clears blocked energy, elevates the spirit, helps you access your intuition, is an effective space cleanser, right? Vibrates at a very high frequency, promotes connection and camaraderie, enhances power of manifestation. Right? So a lot of y'all need to understand, especially, so I have a studio. So people are in and out of my space, you know, continuously. Not too much, but continuously. So I have to make sure that I protect myself. I don't know about y'all, but I'm an empath and I'm very high in my spiritual journey. So that means I'm very sensitive to other people's energy, right? It is raw. It is raw. So because I'm very sensitive to other people's energy, I know that I get affected easily. And the first place that I get affected is in my solar plexus chakra, right? So I have to protect myself with crystals. I have to protect myself with herbs. I have to protect myself with different things. Now, if you are not on that highest journey, if you're not at a point of sensitivity, then you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But the more higher you get into your intuition, the more higher you get into your spiritual journey, you're going to see how important these tools actually are, right? So look, I have an evil eye right there, right? Because I understand energy is powerful. People want to sleep on energy. You think that whatever you can see is powerful. No, the things that you can't see is actually the most powerful. The things that you can't see is the most powerful, right? Do you sit your crystals on a selenite bar? No. What it is I have my crystals all on one table, and at the front of the table, like in the back, I put the selenite, and then all the crystals are in front of it, right? How long ago did you start your spiritual journey? About 5-6 years ago, right? And only was it this year that I started to take crystals seriously, because my experience with chevron amethyst really made me start taking crystals seriously, bro. Like I was at when I was meditating here, and I ended up I saw the color of my aura. The color of my aura was green, all because I had this sitting on my head, and I could feel my chakra spinning. I could feel you see, I won't be surprised if I already sold out of the chevron amethyst. Because last time I sold out the chevron amethyst, everybody was like, oh my God, bro, put them back. Because, bro, like, listen, I'm just going to speak on my experience. I'm just going to speak on my experience. After having my experience with chevron amethyst, I started to take crystals way much more seriously, which is why I always wear them. I'm a very honest person. My Scorpio is in Mercury, right? I'm a very honest person, and I'm a Libra, so I'm very balanced, right? I'm going to keep it a buck. So my thing is that I truly feel like tools are not going to take you where you need to go. Tools are not going to take you there, but tools really do help. Right? So like, for example, when I feel my heart is, when I feel like I'm in pain, I feel heartbroken and things like that, then I'll have rose quartz or pink tourmaline, and I'll use that for my heart, right? But meditating is the main thing, because when you meditate, you're opening your energy up. You're opening your presence up. You're basically becoming more sensitive to the energies around you, because you're focused on more subtle energy. Now, when you meditate with crystals, you're allowing this energy to enter you, right? Right? So when you allow this energy to enter you, and people may be like, well, how do I know that these crystals actually work? Well, let me tell you something. Crystals are in your radios. Crystals are in your phones. Crystals are in your clocks. Quartz specifically is in your radio clocks and everything. And they give off energy, so you're able to use technology. So if crystals can do that, if crystals can power your technology, what makes you think that they can't have healing frequencies? Plants have healing benefits to them, right? And plants come directly from the earth. Crystals come directly from the earth. So why wouldn't they have a healing frequency to them? You know what I'm saying? I also have beautiful earrings, right? Beautiful earrings. I know a lot of people like the earrings that I wear because they're dangle earrings, right? And they're crystal. These are real crystals, by the way, guys. Like, I don't need y'all thinking like, oh, these are real crystals. This is 925 silver, so this is not gonna turn. But this is clear quartz right here. Right? And then we got amethyst. We got We got amethyst. And I'm letting y'all know now, I only have a very select few because y'all sell me out so fast. Y'all sell me out so fast. So y'all are some of the first people to know. So I would recommend y'all go there before I actually post it on my site. Because last time I posted on my site, y'all sold me out really fast. Y'all sold me out really fast. Like, I don't even have no more Caribbean calcite. I have no more of the towers. Like, I have no more necklaces. You know what I'm saying? But I do have these new crystals that came in, right? So a lot of you guys may be like, well, Sticks, what's some good crystals for me to get, right? So if you're first starting your spiritual journey, I need you to get amethyst, right? If you are, the pyrite is selling out, bro. I had over 100 pieces of pyrite and I only have like 20 left. Only had like 20 left. You said the pyrite selling me out. You're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? So, crystals for protection, black tourmaline. Crystals for your third eye, chevron amethyst, regular amethyst, selenite, the Caribbean calcite is already gone. What else? I already have amethyst. Sticks, I'm waiting on my shipment. Yeah, your shipment already shipped out. It depends. If you just paid, right? If you just bought a crystal, then I probably haven't shipped it out. But if you paid like last week, then it's already shipped out. Check your email because I already sent the shipment out. I already sent the shipment out, y'all. And also, I want to let y'all know that on my YouTube, right? On my YouTube, I also have lapis, right? I also have lapis. Lapis is so I'm very big on ancient Egypt, as you can see. I'm very big on ancient Egypt. And lapis was one of the crystals that they always made their jewelry out of. They always loved lapis. Let's talk about what lapis does, right? Let's talk about what lapis does. So, lapis is for Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius. The element is water, right? Inner truth, inner power, love, purification, intuition, magic, self-confidence, manifestation, and friendship. A stone of protection that may be worn to guard against psychic attacks. Lapis quickly releases stress, brings deep peace, it brings harmony and deep inner self-knowledge. Encourages self-awareness, allows self-expression. So look, this basically it's a throat chakra because it's blue, right? So that's why it allows you to have better self-expression and reveals your inner truth. It's also providing qualities of honesty, compassion, and morality to the personality. It stimulates objectivity, clarity, and encourages creativity. Lapis assists to confront and speak one's truth and inspire confidence. It bonds relationships, aiding an expression of feelings and emotion. Lapis boosts the immune system, purifies the blood. So this is basically bodily, you know what I'm saying? Soothes area of inflammation, alleviates insomnia, vertigo, and overcomes depression. Antonio, I haven't seen your message. And I need you to understand, Antonio, you're not entitled to my attention. I'm gonna let you know that now. You're not entitled to my attention. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? When I see your question, I'll answer it, but I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? So you can ask your question again, and if I see it, I see it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for apologizing. That's love. I appreciate that, for real, because most people don't. You gotta understand, we got boundaries out here, Antonio. We got boundaries out here, Antonio. Trust me, I'm not ignoring you. I don't just ignore people. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just like, the reason why I stopped looking at the chat is because most of the time some people come in with negative comments. So if I want to stay focused on my message, you know, I can't look at it. I can't look at it, right? Do you ship to Caribbean? Yes, I did. I just shipped to Jamaica the other day. If you buy a crystal for someone and they give it back, to still hold their energy post? I don't know. I don't like, if somebody's giving me a crystal back, like, why are you giving me a crystal back? Would you say that there's crystals that's energies in music? Yes, of course. I have music that has tons of energy in it. What does hematite do for you? Let's look it up. I don't have that one, but I should get it for y'all. Hematite. And everybody be like, bro, your prices are so, like I know somebody was like, you're selling your crystals for so cheap, bro. Like, yes, because I want people to be able to afford them. You know what I'm saying? I ship everywhere. How often should I charge my crystals? I feel like almost every moon cycle, just take them outside too. You can do moon cycles, right? You can do moon cycles. Hematite is basically like putting a protective cloak over you. It's basically like a protection stone. What's your site name? Click the link in my bio and click Manhertz, right? Click the link in my bio and click Manhertz. You said I'm going to order tomorrow. I'm going to let you know now. And, check it out tomorrow when you have a chance, but I'm going to let you know now. The last person that said that yesterday was mad because I sold out the next day. Like I'm telling y'all, like, I don't get it. Maybe you know what it is. People understand that I'm authentic. They know I'm authentic, so they know I'm not going to be out here rocking no fake crystals. I'm not going to be out here doing none of that, right? So I guess, they truly feel like they can trust me. So they be like, if I'm going to buy from somebody, I'm going. See, look, Jeanette, please tell them the site sells out so fast. Please tell them. If anybody has ever been on this site, right? Whoa, no. That's invading privacy, right? You never tell people how much money you're making. You never, bro, evil eye, bro. Y'all got to stop letting people into your business so much. You know what I'm saying? You never tell people, I don't care what it is. You never show people how much money you're making. You never tell people how much money you're making, because you got to understand, people will talk about that. People will literally go on that. People will, you know what I'm saying? You got to protect your personal things. Don't show people your altar. Don't show people your bed. You got to be careful, because people can look at that and send energy towards that. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you got to keep to yourself, for real. You don't tell people about your magic. You don't tell people about, you know what I'm saying? Certain things you really got to keep to yourself. You got to keep to yourself, right? But what I do want to tell people is, you know what I'm saying? Anything you want to do, you can do it. That's what I got to tell y'all. That's what I got to tell y'all, right? Anything you can do it, right? But I'm going to show y'all the site, right? Real quick. I'm going to show y'all the site, right? See, look. I had Organite. They sold me out, so I don't even got Organite no more, right? Look, I'm going to tell y'all. I be selling out. Sold out, right? Sold out. Sold out. And most of the stuff that sold out, I took it off the site because I didn't want y'all to keep seeing that. Right? So, let me show y'all. So, we got Pyrite, Black Tourmaline, Amethyst, Tiger's Eye, Rose. I only have one more Rose Quartz left. I have one more Rose Quartz left, right? Moonstone. So, this Moonstone is really good for wealth, abundance, right? So, look. It basically says, where'd it go? Third eye, solar plexus. And I tell you which chakras it's for. I tell you about, you know what I'm saying? Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, right? Happiness, good fortune, nurturing, mothering, unselfishness, humanitarian, spiritual insight. This is also really good for people who have businesses, right? So I have a new crystal coming called Moss Agate. I get a lot of crystals for people with businesses because I'm a person with a business, right? And I know other people are on their journey to be on their business, right? So, this is the crystal that I just posted yesterday. This is the crystal I just posted yesterday, and it's sold out. That's what I was telling people. That's what I was telling people. Check the link in my bio to join the site. Do you sell carnelian? Nope. Y'all sold me out of my carnelian. I'm gonna get some more stuff. I got green aventurine coming. I got pink tourmaline coming. I got labradorite spheres coming. I think I have moss agate coming. Yeah, so don't worry. I got some great crystals for you. I'm trying to diversify everything. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I keep selling out. I apologize. I'm really trying. Every time I try to restock the website, y'all sell me out so fast, so it always seems like I have nothing. But that's why I try to get on here and I tell y'all. And also, if you join the email list, you will be able to be one of the first people to receive the message that, oh, she dropped, right? Now, also, another thing is, too, I want to talk about Patreon, because I know a lot of you guys are wanting to go deeper into your knowledge, and you know what I'm saying? And I want to tell y'all that, listen, first of all, the only way that you can really get deeper into your knowledge is by investing in your knowledge, right? Either buying books, either buying, you know what I'm saying? This is citrine right here, right? Either buying books, either going to courses, either doing something, right? So I'm going to show y'all the type of content that I put on my Patreon, because I need y'all to understand, if you think that we get deep here, we get even deeper on the Patreon. And I'm going to show y'all, right? So look, let me show you. And only people on Patreon get this content. Because the thing about it is, a lot of the stuff that I talk about, I cannot literally post a lot of this stuff on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, because then they start to shadow ban you, right?
What's up?
They start to shadow ban you, right?
What the Greeks call doxa, or popular. We rarely give ourselves time to think carefully and logically about our lives and how to live them. Sometimes we just go along with what the Greeks call doxa, or popular opinions. In the 36 books he wrote, Plato found common sense to be riddled with errors, prejudice, and superstition. Things like fame is great, follow your heart, money is the key to a good life. The problem is popular opinion edges towards wrong values, careers, and relationships. Plato's answer is to know yourself. Use philosophy, and we can subject our own ideas to examinations versus acting on impulse. Once we strengthen our self-knowledge, we don't get pulled around by...
And basically what I'm talking about in here is I'm breaking down text from ancient teachers, people like the Greeks, people like the ancient Egyptians, people the Hermetics, right? Hermeticists, right? I'm breaking down these ancient texts because the thing about it is you need to understand that everything that you want to know about life is in text, because they didn't want the people of the masses to first even really understand how to read. Let's talk about black people. They didn't want black people to know how to read. So you got to understand that the way that they hide literature, the way that they hide knowledge is through these texts, right?
By our feelings. This kind of examination is called Socratic discussion in honor of...
I know you guys have probably heard of the Socratic debates or whatever. I'm explaining to you this.
His mentor, Socrates. We can have it with ourselves or another person willing to help us clarify. So, first of all, what I want to talk about is this part right here where he says, the answer is to know yourself.
Y'all got to understand that a lot of this text is way more spiritual than you think. A lot of y'all just read stuff and just take it for what it is. You got to go deeper into the text. You got to understand what else is he saying? What else is he implying to? What is the deeper meaning of these texts?
Because here's the thing. This knowing yourself is a form of knowledge for sure.
It's self-love.
It's a form of knowledge for sure, right? And knowing yourself, I can say, is some of the best knowledge you can possibly know. And the reason why is because you have to realize that you as a person, you are first of all very grateful to be reincarnated as a person. So for you to be a person, you have an edge, right? The type of energy you're able to receive from your human body. You're able to use your energy to create currency, and that currency can get traded, right? People want your attention because your attention is...
What I'm explaining here is telling you how your energy is just as important as money, if not more important than money. I'm teaching you also how when you read text to look at the deeper meaning of text. I'm trying to show you a new way of a thought process, because this whole time this universe has been trying to program you to just take everything face value. I'm trying to teach you how to take things at a deeper perspective.
Energy.
And to connect it with everything else that you've experienced in life. Because you got to understand, life is like a big old puzzle. The universe is going to continuously give you pieces, but it's up to you to put them together.
Also, right? So you have to understand that people will try to use you. People will try to take from you. People will try to manipulate you. People will try to get your attention because your attention feeds their ego. Like, people will continuously try to take, right? And you may be like, well, I'm nobody. Like, I'm not famous. I'm not. No, they will still try to take from you. Period. People will try to take. So when you understand yourself, you won't allow people to, you know what I'm saying, play you, or like people manipulate your own energies and try to make your own energies or feelings make you feel a type of way, right? I'm trying to point that down to feelings.
Link in the bio to join. Click Patreon.
Around this area.
That's where you can get this video.
Once we strengthen
and I'm gonna show you something else.
Self-knowledge, we don't get pulled around by our feelings. Because somebody can easily try to manipulate you, and people use emotions to manipulate. Somebody can easily manipulate you and try to make you feel sad or feel bad for what you did. And this whole time, you was actually right for what you did. Right? So I wanted to talk about...
So let me show you something else, okay. Right? Another thing about my Patreon is...
thoughtlessness is almost synonymous with childishness.
Another thing about my Patreon is I post notes. I post daily notes, and understand that that's not even as deep as it goes. That was just my latest one. But I post notes inside of the Patreon because basically everything that I'm studying, I put y'all onto that. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, like, I'm creating Styx's Mystery School. Styx's Mystery School is a dream of mine, because Styx's Mystery School will be a school that I create in all around the world. The first place that I want to go is Africa. Create Styx's Mystery School and literally teach these things. This video is not on YouTube. This video is on my Patreon, but my YouTube is in the link in my bio, right? But let me show you, because I consider myself a teacher, and I'm gonna do this wholeheartedly, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to take take it more seriously and go more in depth and learn with me, by all means, you can join me, right? So look, this is okay, hold on. I'm about to show y'all the notes. Right? So these are the notes that I made for everybody in the Patreon, right? Book of Styx, Volume 1. Wisdom is power, and power is wisdom. If you have ever wondered why someone has grown such a strong aura, most likely 10 out of 10, it is the knowledge that they carry. So I'm explaining to you right now, first of all in this just first line, and y'all may not think about it like this, but all in this first line, I just told you why people are more attractive than they usually are because of their aura, how to grow your aura, how to make your aura stand out even more, right? How to shine, how to have more confidence, all within this first line, right? But you got to understand, you probably wouldn't have thought about it like that, because you probably would have just took it as, oh, well, that's how you grow a strong aura. No. You got to take what I say and go deeper with it, because I'm not talking about things from face value. I'm talking about things from the root of things, right? Because what is power? Power gives you confidence. Power allows you to walk in a room with a type of confidence that everybody can feel, right? But guess what power is? Power is wisdom. Power is knowledge, right? And you wonder why somebody looks so attractive. Is because they understand their own personal power, right? So the thing about it is 10 out of 10, it's the knowledge that they carry, because confidence is stemmed from wisdom. You're not going to tell me 1 + 1 is 7 when I am confident that it's 2, right? Based off of what they taught us, right? So you're not going to allow nobody to shake your inner knowing, because you're confident of you, right? So when you know what you know, nothing could ever tear you down, right? And I actually put text that I'm reading, from different books and stuff like that. And it says, he who has not even a knowledge of common thing is a brute, right? Meaning that, he is dumb. If he do not have knowledge, he is dumb among a regular man. He who has an accurate knowledge of human concerns alone is a man among brutes, right? So he who has a regular knowledge of life, he is just a regular person among dumb people, right? But he who knows all that can be known by intellectual energy. So the person that knows the most about intellectual energy, the person that understands life and understands the energy and the meaning behind that, is a god among men. Everybody always says, I'm a god. No, you're not. You only a god until you get the god-like information. You're only a god until you walk like a god. You're only a god until you understand what a god really is. Right? So that's why people be like, oh, you're a god, but why I'm not a god? Because you don't got the knowledge of the God. Because you can become like the Most High. But the only way you can become like the Most High is by having the knowledge of the Most High, right? When you are born, you are given the seed of life. When we seek knowledge and wisdom and follow our source, God starts to flower our seed. A seed can always be grown. Right? And guess what that seed turns into? The flower of life. So the seed of life turns into the flower of life only when you seek the knowledge of God. That's why I tell y'all to invest in learning. Buy them books, bro. Buy them books. Right? Due to listening and obeying to God, source the seed of life flourish into flowers. So when you listen to God, when you obey God and you learn about God, which is the universe, you start to flourish. That seed starts to flourish into a flower, the flower of life, creation. In obedience to the law, the word of the master grew into flower. Listen, bro, I can't be giving y'all all of this. Because the people who joined is going to be like, yo, bro, you just giving it to them for free. Yeah, man. I can't do that. But if you want to join, the link is in my bio. Make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram too, because everywhere I go, I post positive content. I'm here to remind you. I'm here to empower you. I'm here to be that friend for you that's like, hey, man, get up. Get up. I may not be able to be on FaceTime with you every day. I may not be able to text you every day, but guess what? I'm able to be on Instagram and post that story and comment on your DMs and be like, yo, man, what's up? You good? Yeah, man, I'm good. Da-da-da. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to build relationships and friendships with y'all. I'm no higher than y'all. I'm no better than y'all. Period. We are all the same. We are all brothers and sisters and family. So I'm here to help you. I'm here to teach y'all what I know. Because Thoth, the Egyptian god Thoth, he taught everybody he knew. And that's who I look up to. I look up to the Neteru. I look up to God. I look up to all of that, right? But Thoth is the way that I see myself. Because Thoth comes and he teaches. He's the creator of alchemy, right? He's the creator of alchemy. He's the creator of he does the ceremony of Ma'at. Basically when they're checking to see if your heart is as light as a feather, right? He's that person, right? And make sure y'all go ahead and check out the crystal shop. I don't have many of these either. I think I have one more of these actually. I think I actually have one more of these, or it might be sold out. I think I have one more of these, right? Selenite, y'all go get selenite. Y'all go get the lapis. Get you some pyrite. Get you the chevron amethyst. Listen, bro. When I tell y'all this year, whoever is on my team, whoever is rocking with me, whoever is in my Styx's mystery school, y'all gonna listen. I'm about to show y'all. I have testimonies of people. Who are learning from me, right? And they are literally like changing their lives, bro. Because listen, bro, I'm here to do God's work. I'm here to do God's work, and I'm about to show y'all. There's this guy named Kevin. I think he started joining this week. He joined this week or last week. And just off of being around me and just texting me and like being listening to the videos and all of that stuff like that, this man's life is changing, right? And I'm about to show y'all. And if y'all want to join, click the link in the bio and click Patreon. Also, make sure y'all DM me so y'all can join the Discord chat, because on the Discord chat, we're consistently answering people's questions. If you're like, hey, I had this dream and I don't know what this is about, join the Discord so we all can give you our input. This is a community, right? This is a family. We're going to go up together. We're going to rise together. The whole reason for when you are awake, your job is to help wake up other people. Period, right? So let me read this, and I'm not gonna say so basically, all right, I texted Kevin. I was like, hey Kevin, I really feel connected to you, because I just felt his energy. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like have everybody in my chat and I'm not talking to them. No, bro, I feel connected to you, right? So then he said I feel the same. You really have no idea. And bro, and listen, this is not cap. This is not cap. This is what he sent me, right? He said, you really have no idea the type of impact you made in my life. It began to feel like I was hitting a stagnant point in my spiritual journey. The content I was feeding myself wasn't satisfying me in the long run, and certain teachers I understood, but I wasn't feeling to the fullest, even if I made the connections to my experiences and etc. I wasn't on TikTok like that at all, and my girlfriend told me about how TikTok For You page most to what you like the most. Listen to what I'm saying. I began liking a bunch of stuff about history, spirituality, and conspiracies. And after a week of having my feed like this, I peeped your video about the English language being evil. And for the entire shift at work, I binged a lot of your videos on TikTok, then found the Discord and joined the day after. After binging again of your TikTok, then found your YouTube after this Discord and the Patreon. Your videos I've been watching every day 2 to 3 times for the past week, and have been sharing it with my partner and friends on the same wave. I'm telling y'all, bro, this is a revolution, bro. This is a revolution. You've been the most genuine, straightforward, well-articulated, passionate, and real-ass person I've came across that felt like everything you said I resonated with and already was thinking that way, and help piece the connections together. This life is about puzzle pieces. I'm a puzzle piece for you, and I'm here to help you put your puzzle pieces together, right? So I've learned in the past few years and helped glue it together and open up a new path of knowledge. You helped me push myself to go deeper in my path of self-improvement and begin to refine my intuition more. It has helped me dive deeper into my childhood traumas, realizing I need to be putting more focus in internal work, and then everything in eternal life will follow after. Biggest thing, learning to have more self-respect and self-love. How do I join? Link in my bio, click Patreon. Link in my bio, click Patreon, then DM me so you can get the Discord. Because the Discord is private. Not everybody can join that. So DM me after you join the Patreon, and then hit me up and be like, hey, I joined Patreon. Can I get inside the Discord? When I heard that shit caused a giant catalyst to realize the main root of my issues and help me give more clarity to my hypothesis about what I'm lacking and why I'm not getting the most out of myself. Right? I could go for hours, but what I'm trying to say for you, for real, you put my path of growth and knowledge into sports mode and has been the most consistent progress and large leaps of progress daily. I feel like a different person. I'm operating how I want my future me to operate. Learning to stop letting old patterns and belief and ego hold me back and limit me. Bro, I'm telling y'all. I've told God, help me continue to change people's life, bro, because XXXTentacion changed my life. He changed my life. And if somebody can help me change my life, I got to help other people change their life. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? He said, you helped me find a new love for educating myself and spreading knowledge, bro. Like, I owe a good amount of my new knowledge and way I articulate myself to you. The way you cause change for me without even being in person or knowing me at first. I want to be able to do that for those around me and people that want to better themselves and help make people realize. And that's the thing. How can I join? Click the link in my bio and click Patreon, right? Right? See, you say I feel like a different person after one live, and it's crazy because every time my friends know when they come to this space, they're gonna leave empowered. When people come across me, when I've met somebody, I know, oh, there's something that you're supposed to learn. And there's something that I'm supposed to learn. But when people come across me, it's because it's something that they're supposed to learn. That's what God put me here for. It's literally in my chart. I'm here to help people. You know what I'm saying? Look, he said, your confidence helped me to find my own confidence more. I can't wait to see you become big in music on social media and the world. I'm excited to see your future mystery schools and would love to be in a position in my life I'll be able to visit your mystery schools and meet you in person at a point in my life. I have elevated even further than where I am right now. Come on, bro. Y'all know this not no facade. Because you want to know how you know this not no facade? First of all, I'm not out here on no egotistical stuff. I'm not out here on no egotistical stuff. You see a whole bunch of people out here talking about being spiritual and stuff like that, but they still got their ego wrapped around them. How can you have ascended to a level of spirit? You couldn't have had a Kundalini awakening with your ego right there by you like that. You couldn't have, because a Kundalini awakening helps you diminish that ego. So understand that. If this person or if these people are narcissists, if these people are super negative, these people are degrading women, if these people are not understand, like, bro, you just got to understand, bro, like, that's not that. Really listen to people and see if what they say truly resonates with you, if their character resonates with you, right? And don't think you got to take everything I said, because that's not what it's supposed to do. I'm only here to teach you how to research for yourself. I'm here to teach you how to piece your own pieces together. I'm not here to piece my pieces or piece your pieces for you. I'm here to help you piece your own pieces together. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Like, this guy, I feel so connected to him, and I don't even know him like that. But for some reason, I understand that he understands levels to his spirituality, y'all. So if you really want to go be serious about your spiritual journey and you want access to me, you want to be able to say, hey, Stace, I'm dealing with this. Join the Patreon. Join the Patreon and then join the Discord. You DM me, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Right? So, do you have any websites to find knowledge? No, I don't have any websites to find knowledge. The only thing I have is the Patreon. Right? But I'm about to head out, y'all. Y'all go ahead, follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, join the Patreon, check out the crystal shop. Make sure y'all go ahead and get some crystals. I love y'all, and I am out.